Toy Force, Matt, Shabby Mark, Tez, Daft Mark, and John. And what do you know with them from down under? 7 Usual Mike 7. Watching, warning against pre-orders from toy companies from beyond our countries. Toy Force, fearless home collectors protecting Earth's entire toy community. Always 5, acting as 1. Dedicated, inseparable, invincible.
Hello! That's one. He's on more than usual mic now.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Usual Andy.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Put another shrimp.
No? All right.
I was just saying Happy New Year. It's too late now.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We're all in
School bar. Keep your head on.
C-Lab 2021.
Driving or diving?
Driving or diving. Oh, yeah. Like the video. Jody. Here again.
Don't take the drive. Hey, apprentice Ewok.
Hey, how you doing?
We've got a video coming up. Me and Mr. Ewok.
Hope the family's all right.
Oh yeah, read that.
Cat's
yeah, doing well. All right, Cat.
Hello.
Cat's always on Discord.
Martin. Pixel.
Hey, Pixel. Yeah.
Talk about
Oh.
Pixel's here.
Chippo.
Stormy T. Good evening.
Mike Wells.
Clunky.
Jumpy. Porrick.
Blake.
Jonathan.
Mr. Redmond.
Rozaf, yeah.
Communicating with him.
Can't believe it's Friday already. No.
All right.
Hurricane again. Good to see you back.
Pop Black.
Oh.
Double duty.
Andy.
Me and Ted's doing double duty.
Yeah, I watched it this morning. Well, I didn't watch it this morning, but I watched it
ages ago. Yeah.
Shrunk. Yeah. Old age, mate. Yeah, big heads. No cat, no. I ain't got my caps tonight.
No.
A lot of people thought that I'd dyed my hair for some reason.
I've seen a lot of that going around. Junkman got accused of dyeing his hair. I saw that on his thing.
Yeah.
Just for men.
Everyone thinks all us YouTubers dye our hair, you know.
This is a natural gray in my beard.
Yeah, me too.
Let's get into it. Let's get into
I can hear you, Matt. I can hear you.
Anybody picked anything up? I know John has.
Yeah, well, I got something, but if you watched this morning.
Well, then the guest can go first.
Yeah, we
go. Got Andy.
Mine is not toy related, gentlemen. But I thought
Did you get a new toilet?
I got myself from a friend of the program, friend of the show. We got a box of PG tips.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
All right, lovely.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you can take that mug out.
Have you got milk and sugar in it?
I don't. I prefer my tea just straight up.
Oh, that's not English.
I did have some shabby last night with some milk as per directed, and I found it to be delicious. But I like my tea straight. I like to taste the tea.
Yeah,
you know,
strong in it.
I like it. So this is as well as.
Oh yes,
some HP sauce for my
get some chips on.
There you go.
So,
don't overdo it, Andy.
I covered the slice of bread.
Yeah.
Just one slice. I didn't go 2 slices. And normally this would be toasted and the bacon would be hot, but I'm at work, so
I'm with you, Jonathan. That's not right.
That's not right.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
Kind of like a vinegary steak sauce.
Simone.
Yeah.
It's like onions, tomato, and vinegar, really, isn't it?
Oh, stroop waffles. Jordy, you're going to have to send me some of those.
So I'm having my noon tea with you guys today.
Oh, I go.
See,
Very nice.
Because it's new.
I want to try some different teas because it seems like here in the States, I don't know how it is where you are, Andy, but when I go in the aisle and look at tea, there's like 4 kinds. There's like
it's all iced tea as well.
Yeah, there's like a ton of iced
Exactly in
tea.
Yorkshire.
And there's like maybe an herbal blend,
Straight
the Earl
tea.
Grey. They have the Earl Grey because of Star Trek, and then they've got like 1 or 2 like a honey blend and something else. And it's like, and that's all the teas we get to have. But I'm sure there's got to be more than that. Jasmine or something.
Yeah, read 5. I don't know if it's Yanni or Greg, but yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, light's going off. I asked him the same. I says, what's it called?
He's got motion detector lights. They went off.
Yeah.
It says on the side of the box of tea, it says fancy a cuppa.
Yeah.
So
Cuppa, not a copper.
copa.
Yeah.
A cuppa.
A cup of tea.
Kettles on, boys. Kettles on.
Oh.
A cha.
Brilliant.
Paul, I'm sponsored, so I gotta rep my logos. You know what I mean?
No. No Seahawks labels on here, please. Thank you.
Now.
No, it's not as bad as Bills, I suppose, or Patriots, or the Jets. Even.
Matt's gone again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably for me too. there.
But I'm a hot tea guy too. It's got to be hot, like really hot.
Well, checking back.
Can't do
9.
iced tea.
He's got 8 more to go.
Iced tea hasn't gone down well in the UK. I don't think.
I can't do ice. No ice.
No,
It's always iced tea.
No.
ice, baby.
I can't say
Oh, I
terrible.
can-
I'm just not used to cold tea. Do you know what I mean? I can't
No.
get my head around.
Yeah, I
Cold
love
tea, that's
it.
what it is.
Not even sweet
It's
tea.
in our babies, isn't it?
No, we don't have it, do we? Our country never gets that hot to have that. So, and if we
Yeah,
did, we wouldn't be drinking iced tea, would we?
Start to become popular. Flavoured
When?
tea now. Cold flavoured
Yeah,
tea.
well, flavoured tea's been popular, but iced tea, I can't get my head around it.
It's not right, is it, Shabby?
No, right, it's not right.
No,
It's not right, is it? It's not bloody right.
Yeah. Tim, you're very correct.
You see, and this is what I said to Andy. I said to Andy, there's always Andy made in England, isn't it? Yorkshire or PG or this and that, you know what I mean?
Even though he's from India. You know what I mean?
Yeah, isn't it?
Well,
So my stepson's grandparents are full Indian, and they give us tea often, and it is
Delightful. Yeah.
very good. It's different though, man. It's different, but I love it.
Darjeeling. Did you drink some of that?
Darjeeling. Twine.
Yeah, you got English breakfast, didn't you? Did you get English breakfast?
Oh yes.
That's a bit stronger, isn't it? Are we turning into a tea?
Yeah. Let's get back onto gravy. Gravy.
Oh, my gravy.
Oh no, I didn't say gravy.
All right.
now the tea boys.
Yeah, Paliboys.
Yeah.
What did you guys get? Mine. I'm done with what I got. I didn't. Oh, I will say this. You guys need to tune in on Monday because
Great.
it came. It came.
Oh,
All right.
at a decent time.
Wow.
Is it going to be on at a decent time?
Probably not.
No.
No.
Of course it is.
I'll be there, Andy. I'll be there.
Good question.
Might be on a night shift.
Do Matt because Matt will fall off if we don't do
Jody,
it first.
Jody, I want all those, and I want a stack canopy. Thank you.
Oh, what, did you get anything, Matt? Did you get anything?
No.
I love this video today.
Better internet.
And it's
Yeah, it's awesome.
crochet. Just show you crochet again. You'll love it. Oh,
Shabby geek.
hello.
No,
Nothing. No.
Oh God, what is
I
going to?
Well, yeah, I got these off John Baldry. I think you showed them this morning, didn't you?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I've got mine.
Got your bottle tops.
Everybody's got one, apart from John. John hasn't got one.
Yeah, he doesn't like me.
Oh,
We're gonna ask him when it comes in.
I'm included in the Wampa one. I'm included in the Wampa one. We all are.
Do you have one of my usual mics?
I got one usual mic as well.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll go big screen. Here he is showing.
Nice.
It is to go with. It's
Oh
my,
yeah, you got it, yeah.
I'll show you the box actually because it's third party and they're called Hot Soldiers. And look at the name. Look at the name of Optimus Prime. He is called Prop Sky Pillar, which is which is the Japanese original. So yeah, and he also comes with a trailer. Which is awesome. They don't come with Autobot signs. I've actually put one on, something like that. And then this actually opens up, and it's got roller in there.
Nice.
It hasn't. Yeah, they're just
Convoy.
I'm on
Super Convoy, right?
Yeah, I'm on this size Transformer now. Yeah, there's not much in the range, but they're really nice. They're really nice.
Paul Collectibles sent me something. If you want to show, Paul sent me that.
So it says you like Hot Soldiers then?
Yeah.
I like Hot Soldiers, baby.
So
there you go.
Paul, who's watching at Paul's Collectibles, he sent me that one.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you, Paul.
Nice.
Good.
That's a good one.
You've not got many to go, are you, Shabby? Now
Two
more. Two.
In the red and black. Yeah, John sorted me out. Josh has sorted me out, so I need 2 more. That's it.
Yeah, you got 000 coming up, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice one. I saw that. I saw his picture. I thought, Shabby.
Wow. Can I just have the shield? Oh,
yeah. The shield is one of the best parts. You're right.
It's gorgeous. And he's got a boombarder. What do you call him? A boombarder?
A bombad, yeah, whatever they call it. Boomba.
A boomba.
Use the boomba. No boomba.
You need a droidica now.
Yeah. Well, look at this. Look at this. I've been collecting droidicas, and 2 of them showed up today.
Oh yes. I want that one.
I've got the one.
We're looking for that one.
Of these two,
open them up
without opening them yet. Of these 2, this one looks much better than this. This looks like it's going to be flat and weird looking, like just not proportioned right. Where this one looks like the proportions seem okay. So, we'll see when I open them. I got 2 more coming. I ordered. There's 4 different packaging styles through the years, and they were all like $5.
You got the one that pulls out. I had that. I've got that one somewhere. The one that came out of the launcher.
Maybe it could be coming. Like I said, I got 2 more coming. We got the Regal variant, the cartoon, the cartoon colors.
Yeah,
that's how it looks open.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
John,
that's
I'm at work. That's why I can't drink beer.
That's this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he might not be as bad. I thought he'd be weird.
No, it's cool.
All right. So then the creme de la crop, the best things that have shown up today. I've joined the club with Tez.
Oh no way!
Dignitary.
Wow.
He was $2.87. The proof is in that sticker. Not really.
Very nice.
Wow.
Not really.
That's a better photograph on that one.
And the cool 92 back on there with all the coins.
I haven't got 92 back at all. I haven't got any.
Is that the most they ever showed on the back?
What's that?
Is 92 the most they showed on a card back?
No.
I believe so. In the United States, yeah.
Okay.
It could be different in other countries. I don't know.
92 packs weren't very common in the UK, were they? Am I right?
Not with the coins, no, because we had the Tri logo.
The Tri logo, yeah.
Was there a card back that showed Yak Face in the UK?
Yeah.
So you had 93.
No, because 92, isn't it? With the Yak Face.
Well, this one doesn't show Yak Face, and it says 92.
It's all complicated.
Is it really? All right. It's all complicated.
Yeah.
And then, as you know, I back in March, I set my goal at $100 for C3PO. I said I would not go above it. I realized that all of them were going for 120 or higher, so I changed my target price to 120. And then by the time I did that in April, changed my mind, they were all going for $300 or $400. And it took until now, all the way 9 months later, before they went back down from 300 to 120 and lower. And I got one for $115. So I got
nice one.
Less than my goal price.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Awesome, John.
It's unpunched, but it does have a fold.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But it's all right. It's not bad
that's
at all,
nice.
really. And looks good on the back, So
Adam.
very happy with nice clear bubble. So everything looks really good. Yeah. And I finally have C3PO. So now I have all the main characters. I have at least one Luke Skywalker, one Princess Leia, one Han Solo. So I got one to represent all the main characters finally.
Good stuff.
Good
stuff, John.
Nice one.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So very, very, very happy. And I'm glad they arrived safe. I'm glad the people who did them packed them well. And yeah, they did a good job. And my giant pile of figure shield cases showed up. So all my Star Wars figures are now in cases.
Wow.
That's brilliant.
Finally.
Yeah.
And I got to say, the figure shield, they sent me the clamshells, and they are way better than Star Case clamshells. I'm going to do a video.
Oh, yeah, don't like Star Cases at all.
Oh, I'm going to do a video to show them.
No.
And
Can you buy one? Because I've only got that
buy one.
Buy
Yes.
one.
You can.
I'd like to order one, please.
It's got a DW case.
If you're just going to buy one single case, I
And a DW.
hard shell GW. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because by the time you ship one plastic clamshell case, you're going to pay $6 for shipping. You're going to pay $4 or $5. It's going to be almost $10. So you might as well spend the couple extra bucks and get a hard shell from GW. If you're just going to get one case.
Yeah. GW.
He's Molly's favourite figure. He's guarded.
The Lego Droideka, yeah, it's a really good one. I had that when it first came out.
Well, the big one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've only got one.
They are good.
Read 5, we were talking the other day about there just happens to be no book on Black Series figures yet.
Yeah.
Shabby's got one. Shabby.
Yeah. No Black Series book.
Shabby could do a book.
Could you autograph all your Black Series?
Yeah.
It would be cool, Paul, but I wouldn't be a teacher for very long.
Yeah.
Isn't it a requirement?
Yeah.
Coolest guy on the unemployment line.
I'm drinking chocolate milk. I have chocolate milk.
I've been
Marky D.
I've been home tutoring today.
How's that gone, Ted?
Oh, it's just a hassle.
Been doing it since March, so yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like I can't. I was going to do a video today, and I'm like, well, I've got to sit him down and get him, concentrating. I was going to start the video, and I'm not in the headspace. It's stressful.
Yeah, right. There you go. Plus, they make it go to a price range I can afford.
So is that it? Everybody showed everything?
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Right then.
Right then. 4x3.
Well, I got a John Lab Pulse this morning.
Nice.
Oh
So
yeah.
Ahsoka.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I already got it, but I'm keeping that one on the card. I opened the other one.
You opened one? Yeah.
Oh, shit as well. Nice little...
He sent me some blind bags, and that's the Wonder Woman. The only one I didn't want.
Oh, the cheetah. Yeah.
I'd have had all the others, but I thought cheetah, no. Hero Clicks.
Oh yeah, I remember
Oh,
Hero
yeah.
Clicks.
We do.
Yeah. Little bars at the bottom.
And yes, I didn't get her.
Oh, okay.
Scarlet. Oh no, isn't it some? Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
got rid of it.
yeah. He knows I've got a thing on Pontiac.
Oh yeah, there you go.
We've got
Trans Am, is that?
Yeah.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Majorette. That's pretty cool.
Oh, with the big wheels. Yeah.
And I don't know what this one is, but its doors opens.
Oh, neat.
The match pot.
Just made in Hong Kong.
Nice.
It's got the raised bar like a matchbox.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well, there are Takara
Yeah,
metal
I'm gonna have to
cars.
look in my book. I'm gonna have to look in my book for that. So I've got a book for cars as well. I've got a book for everything. And you ready for this?
No,
John?
I can't. Oh, look at that.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Nice.
My first card of G.I. Joe. It's lifting a bit, but I'm going to try and stick it down because I'm not that's staying on the card.
Yeah.
Definitely.
On the card, not on the legend.
He knows like Ginger's.
I got Scarlet.
He knows everything about you, doesn't he? Basically.
That's twice. So 7 more times I've won.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's taking note? You're taking note, Shabba?
I have, yeah. I did 9. What have you got? So he's done it twice.
Twice, yeah.
He's got to be like doing this the whole time.
I'm in the corner of my room, so it doesn't pick me up. So that's
Oh, it doesn't read it.
Oh, got you.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that
bring your
Scarlet. I got Scarlet for my 5th birthday. When I was a kid, and she was a straight arm version, and I thought she was so cool. It was the first female G.I. Joe figure that I had gotten. I think she was the first one, period. But I just remember thinking that was so cool that there was a girl G.I. Joe, and I remember vividly getting her. Like, I don't remember getting all the other ones, but I remember getting Scarlet. Maybe I thought she was prettier.
Yak face.
Not what makes sense.
That red hair. Probably stood out. That's what it
What
was.
makes sense.
Oh, love a redhead.
You're not wrong.
So that other missing figure must be the Yak face then.
Yeah, the yak face is missing off the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy, I remember like when I first got into G.I. Joe, it must have been the 2nd year. So all my first series G.I. Joes had the swivel arms, so like my Snake Eyes and other guys. But I went to the next town over from where we lived. There was on Main Street, there was a small like general store in a sense. It was just like hardware and newspapers, and like you could get a soda in there. It was like a real old-timey like general store.
Yeah.
And they had a rack of comics on that spin rack that I would always look at. And then he had another spin rack with a whole bunch of carded action figures that were that size. So you'd find Star Wars and G.I. Joe and Flash Gordon. And like he was the kind of person that when he put them on the shelf, he never took them off. So I found all those first series G.I. Joes with the straight arms. And I remember every time my parents would go to that town, I was like, we got to stop there and get me another G.I. Joe. And I think that's where I got my Flash Gordon figure and everything, because he had all these old figures that were a few years old that I couldn't find at a Toys R Us or a regular toy store, So we were going there and buying them. Every time we went through that town, I had to stop and buy one. And I eventually had all the G.I. Joes and the other things he had.
I love to got into it as a kid.
The swivel arm was such a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, they were already more articulate than the Star Wars figures at that time, but then throwing that swivel arm in.
Yeah.
But see, good.
Somehow I knew already that the straight arm was better because it was the first editions. So I was still going, oh my gosh, they got the first ones, even at that age. But I was opening them up and playing with them just the same. So it wasn't like I was keeping them as a collector value. I just knew they were special,
Yeah. They are now, that's for sure.
Yeah, now they're, yeah.
There you go, Yak face.
Mm.
Well, looks like Matt's not coming back.
And what's funny, my straight arm,
Oh.
the straight arm snake eyes that I own now, I found a pile. There must have been like, it was something like 300 or 400 pieces of G.I. Joe just piled up, like arms, legs, torsos. And I was bidding on it. It went over $100 for the pile. And I won it. It was early in this quarantine period. And I remember the guy writing me. He's like, dude, I didn't realize it would go that high. If you don't want to pay that much, I understand. I can cancel it. And I was like, no, I'm happy. Because I knew that some of the figures in there would have cost me more than $100. But I wasn't sure if all the pieces were there. And then when I got the pile, I got some of those bands, and I sat here for an afternoon, like sorting them out and putting them back together. And sure enough, I had a straight arm snake eyes and a whole bunch of other figures that it would have cost me $500 or $600 to buy them separately. You know, so I wrote them back, and I'm like, yeah, I'm extremely happy. Look what was in there. You know,
Yeah, right.
Win-win. Everybody's happy.
And he had his Uzi. He had the Uzi and the thing that straps around the ammo case that straps on that, because there were accessories and weapons thrown in that pile too. So some of them ended up matching with their weapons and everything.
What was that picture, Mark? Was that chocolate chip?
Yes, that's his new purchase from Spain.
I just recognised the floorboards. I thought that's a chocolate chip.
Yeah.
It's like your wooden table, Tez. You can just recognise it, can't you? You know?
Yeah.
Or your table, Shabby.
Or my table,
Yeah.
Or your light going off, Andy. Do you know what I mean? Every time it's
My black screen.
yeah.
All right,
Hey,
Dave.
Dave.
David?
Hello.
Nice video this morning.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I know I need a left arm. Danny didn't know that I needed a left arm and a right arm. I've just spoke to him. You need an arm for it? I'm like, yeah, I need an arm for it now. Left arm.
If you got an intact arm, will it just pop back on? Like, seriously? Can you pop that on there?
One snapped, and I had one that popped off, and I lost the one that popped off. So he's got half a broken arm, and now I've got 2 legs. Thank you to Danny.
Action Jacks. There's a job lot going on eBay very soon, and I'm gonna get them because I didn't remember them until I saw a picture of them. And
I don't know Action Jacks. I'm not familiar with them.
They were brilliant.
Someone throw up a picture. I want to see.
Action Jacks. I don't know them. What are they?
Someone's got to throw up a picture. I got to see if I remember these, but I don't think I remember them. I
think we talked about them before. I'll find them.
Like Action Jackson, starring Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Close.
Oh, here we go. I've got
Was it a UK thing?
Military Action Jack. That was a picture.
Are they the little green men?
They kind of look like. There we go.
Oh, yeah. I
Never
remember
seen
the
them.
figures now, but I don't remember them being called Action Jack. Okay.
They was like super cheap, weren't they? They were just like sort of thing you now.
Oh yeah, they were very cheap.
You can find them in chemists. Is that right? I used to remember them in
I think you can find them anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think I did. I had some when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just thought, thanks. It's not Star Wars. Thanks. Thanks, Nana. It's not Star Wars. Hey. Oh, did you ring BT, Matt?
Just let my phone cool down. My phone's just boiling, so at least my iPhone just can't.
Is that better? Is that better or that?
We'll blow on you.
I like the bigger screen.
That's better. That's better.
We're in 4-3.
I didn't want to show. I don't want to scare people off. That's all.
My face is massive.
That's what she said.
I'll sit back a bit. There you go.
That's not so bad.
Oh, I've got a huge head.
Wow.
You know what they say about guys with big heads?
Big hats.
Big hats.
Yeah. Bigger hair loss.
So you go from a 4-head to a 5-head.
Yeah. Wait, my leg
Good stuff, Luke.
Already. All right, Luke.
Oh, Luke's phone.
Which one did you get?
Luke, mate. Told you to go vintage. Oh,
Good lad.
Don't
a
go
Darth
down the
Vader.
back hole. Oh my god.
He must have got a Luke, though, hasn't he? Luke must have got a Luke. That's his favourite figure, isn't it?
Or
Yeah.
Darth
Well,
Vader.
Oh, I hope so. Well done, Luke. Good on you.
He's
just
Luke's
collect
well
crochet.
busy on
Just collect
Discord.
crochet. You don't need any
Oh.
packaging. No packaging.
Yeah. Get your crochet. Yeah.
figures.
Oh, I love
No
them, Matt. No packaging.
Oh,
Matt.
oh.
Give
Your
it,
big moment and you blow it.
give it a shake.
He's making that cup of tea, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Matt's a PG Chips guy, Andy. Same as me and you.
That's why his internet's crap.
Same as us.
Yeah, same as me and you.
You got your
Is it our gang, Andy?
Perfect. Simple as that.
Well, PG Tip Monkeys.
It's going to save my
Oh,
So,
don't waste it. Don't waste it.
Yeah. Like gold, that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
You
I
won't
like
be
it.
able to-
Yeah.
you won't be able to
I've got
move.
the other one in here, and the other one of the brown sauce is called Daddy's Sauce. And it always sounds a bit weird, that, but that's exactly what it's called.
It's
Daddy's
horrible.
Sauce. Yeah.
It's all right, Daddy. It's like
I like it.
I'll brown sauce on the
I'm gonna pass on that.
Barbecue
It's like-
sauce, that's what you need.
it's like Pepsi to Coke or vice versa, isn't it? It's like the other one.
Jack Daniels barbecue sauce.
That's good.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's a good question, that, Si. That is a good question. I never
I do
thought
like
about that.
I do like how the boxes are styled. I like how they're
I do.
done. But
Well, it's better than the retro collection.
however, I do like it when they put some of the figures on the back of the box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always been a thing, hasn't it? Figures on the back of boxes or cards.
Yeah, but maybe
yeah,
it's nice
because
to
vintage
see
coloring, does it?
Better than that.
Yeah.
The other
That was just
the other option I would like, the other thing I would like is see what's neat about the Star Wars. You go back to Kenner, and I can immediately see every single figure in the collection, and I can know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
I go to episode 1, I can only see what is it, 8 figures there,
We're
maybe.
not allowed to do it anymore.
So what my thing is now I have to go somewhere. Couldn't they put a little pamphlet inside the box that shows
Catalog like they used to do, yeah.
yeah, like a little catalog that I
Yeah,
can
they did, yeah.
But they're only allowed to advertise the figures from that wave. They're not allowed to show the whole
Well, it's
lot.
actually a
That
rule.
would be massive, wouldn't it?
But like for
Yeah.
Black Series though, I think they should put the wave on there too. That would be nice. I mean, for me,
They would, yeah.
because I mean that art picture of the face, of whoever it is,
Yeah.
that's cool. But I don't read all that stuff. I mean,
No.
No,
No.
that's true.
Who
Yeah.
does?
if I do, it's once. I wouldn't go back to it and look and
It's like,
Mm.
you've got all the warnings. Half of the card is all the warnings,
Yeah.
all in different languages. But then you've got your piece of paper in there, the exact same thing on.
With more
What
warnings.
adult
yeah.
reads? What adult reads all that when they rip it open and give the toy to the kid? No one reads the.
Is that the same one? Is the American? Hang on, let me just get a retro collection over here, see if the American one's the same. Hold on.
Oh, it's the same. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that, yeah. I mean,
I get my retro figures from the UK. It just takes 7 months.
with
Yeah, it is exactly the same. That's the that one.
We're getting them now.
Bobber,
Yeah.
get him,
Yeah.
get him.
But
Shabby's collection.
I don't know. I kind of like the fact that the big black number on the side of the box, and you didn't know who was coming next. That was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like it was like, "Ooh, who's next?" But I don't know.
Is that a good
Either
amount to have? That's
Do
all
you-
my childhood ones.
Do you need those? You can send them over to me if you don't want them.
And then
They
these
are.
are when I've kept these since I was a kid. No, I've done all the
give you
live-
Luke,
I'll give you
A
£50.
good one there.
£50 they are,
£50.
Are these £50?
and a bottle of HP.
Oh, they've gone way up. Yeah, I mean, just
Most of a bottle of HP.
Hey, John.
just in the last year or two, they've gone up because I remember,
Wire.
like when I got my Luke Endor card back for the.
I got the same one, Tez.
Huh?
I got the same one.
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tri logos were really thin cardboard.
Yep. Mine is exactly the same. It is exactly the same.
Yeah. I mean, look at. That's
Yeah.
lost in the 80s somewhere. But yeah, no,
Yeah, I got
Right.
the Luke Skywalker card back with the coin.
Right.
The coin was still in the thing, and it only cost me $5 2 years ago.
No,
and
no.
now you look at them, they're like $100 just for the card back.
Oh my god!
So in 2 years, card backs went from $3 or $4 or $5 all the way up to 20, 50, 100. Yeah, it's crazy. Those things exploded in value.
Hey,
Yeah.
Debbie.
Especially, certain popular ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Better late than never.
370 quid. Dollars in it. Oh. Are these worth anything? Are these worth anything?
Well, these ones did. I mean, obviously.
I still keep them. I have a whole box
You know.
of card backs right down here.
So those Black Series came with figures on the back of him, but the actual box didn't.
Not the whole. Yeah.
Well, see, Marvel Legends that are in the box, just like a Black Series box, the Marvel Legends, they have the wave on the back.
All right.
They're just like a head picture of them. They're not like a full body. It's just like the heads, But you could still see who was in that wave,
Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got some.
Yeah.
What did he purchase? What were your two vintage purchases, Brandon?
I only know of one. I don't know of the other.
All right.
What's the other one?
Super secret.
Super C. I bet it's got to be Ewoks, hasn't it? Knowing him.
Oh, so we didn't buy them off those ones you were.
No.
Yeah,
No.
sent me a video over with some questions about collecting vintage, and we're doing a video together.
Oh, nice. Good stuff. Good.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Andy, did you and Josh sell any of those carded figures, or are you guys keeping those for yourself and
Good.
just selling all the loose collection?
Josh sold. He kept most of his, and I sold most of mine. I kept probably about 5 of the 22, and Josh probably sold 5 of the 22.
Three.
True.
6 more. 6 more. Come on.
Hiccups. Oh.
You never offered me any though, did you?
No.
I know.
You never offered me any.
Has Papa got it that grand yet?
Yeah, I'm trying to get you on, Papa. I've been trying to get in touch with you to try and get you on. So we want to get you over 1,000.
Yeah, I want to win that rucksack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Andy, have you put the set up of loose figures for sale yet, or?
Yep.
Oh,
They
you
are.
did?
They are gone. They are gone.
Whoa,
Yes, who got it right?
yeah, who got it right?
Um,
Got it right.
I think Mark did. Mark was close. I think he said 3,500. Did you say 3,500, Mark?
Mark got it, yeah.
We're going to go 3,700, but then I thought I'll round it up and go 3,500.
It was 36. It was 36.
I did all right. I was only off by 1,600. I mean, that's not bad.
What's 1,600 among friends?
Yeah.
I was thinking of the sale the day before, not the actual day. That's what it was. So.
That's not what it's hot.
Yeah.
The guy that bought him drove 7 hours one way to come pick him up from me, just so he didn't have to pay the eBay fees.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll go and miss it.
Yeah, and I would have met him halfway because I didn't want to pay the taxes. So
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, that's nice, man.
I remember once we were in the shop, I think it was 5 carded figures, and somebody bought the lot. So I drove them down. Well, Debbie drove them down to him. We just went on Sunday morning and just said, look, we'll just drive him down to you. And he owned a zoo.
A zoo?
So we had a free trip around the zoo.
Where was he?
Oh, dear.
must be nice living on an island.
Mablethorpe.
Yeah.
Oh.
And actually went to it. There was a car boat on the way as well. And I got some awesome stuff.
Mm.
I got a Thunderbird 2, a blue Thunderbird 2, and a lot of dinky stuff, really cheap. So I did well on that trip.
Oh.
Aye.
Yeah. Off it
Poppy, how you doing?
twice today.
Yeah, he's on this morning, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Okay, we were talking in our little Twitter chat the other day about shows from our youth, and I want quick responses from all of you guys, and it's a one or the other. Okay, for example, when I was a kid, these two shows were on back to back, but I could only stay up to watch one of them. Okay,
Right.
Because I had a bedtime here. So okay. Wonder Woman or the Incredible Hulk?
Oh my
Hulk.
gosh.
Incredible Hulk, I think.
Hulk.
I probably would have watched Hulk. Yeah.
Hulk,
It was,
yeah. I mean, we say Wonder Woman now,
I
but
wasn't into
when
women.
we were kids, yeah.
It wasn't,
Yeah,
it wasn't
I know what you
not much. It wasn't not much.
8 or 9.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hulk, yeah.
Next one. $6 Million Man or the Bionic Woman?
Oh, I would have
Steve
watched
Austin.
that. Man,
Steve
he fought Bigfoot.
Steve Austin, isn't
I
it?
love that episode when he
Yeah.
fought.
What about the crossovers? Can we watch a crossover?
Crossover ones.
I really enjoyed when I was a kid the Bionic Woman. So, and then there was one more.
Andre the Giant played Bigfoot.
That's right.
No,
Yeah.
really? It was
Yeah.
fun.
The Fall Guy
Oh yeah.
or Rockford Files.
Fall Guy.
Fall Guy.
Loved the Fall Guy as a
Oh,
kid.
Rockford Files was so cool, but
Yeah.
gotta go Fall Guy.
That girl coming through those saloon doors. Oh,
Obvious
come
reason.
on.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Last one. You can only pick one.
TJ Oka.
Moonlighting.
Battlestar Galactica or
Oh,
Buck
yes.
Rogers.
Talk about
Oh,
Yeah.
Done it. What is wrong with you?
the dancing in Buck Rogers. Oh, yeah, I'm going for that one.
But the Cylons.
I'll tell you
what,
Cylons.
Yeah, you know, no.
When I was a kid, I quite frankly would have picked Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, probably.
Nowadays,
Probably,
watching them, I do think that first series of Buck Rogers, just the first season, that second season when they switched the actors up and Twinkie had a different voice and all that.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, it was like 4 episodes, wasn't it? It wasn't right long.
It's a better show, and it's got Aaron Gray. Come on.
Airwolf or
Yeah.
Superman. Oh, it's a birthday today, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a birthday today. She's 60,
71.
71.
It was
Oh.
Bless her.
good for it.
What does she look like now?
Not so
Not
much.
much different.
Actually.
Yeah.
I checked today. Ooh.
I just found Silver Spoons, and I was watching. She was in that as the.
Oh my god.
Silver spoon. Jeepers. Oh, that's really well, man.
Silver Spoons was on the same night as The Facts of Life
Yeah.
and different strokes.
What did you talk about, Andy?
What did you talk about, Willis?
We're doing about it.
Yeah, different strokes is awesome.
Yeah.
Silver spoon.
Bad
Brilliant.
vibes from them. That they all.
For some reason, I know all the words to Different Strokes theme song.
Oh yeah.
We all do, yeah.
Yeah, we all do. Yeah.
But in England, I remember Moonlighting was on the same time as on a Sunday night as was it Howard's End?
Moonlight was on Wednesdays.
Was that a Wednesday?
Wednesdays or Thursdays on BBC Two.
I think it did go to a.
Was that before or after Remington Steele?
Oh, I never,
yeah, Remington
No,
Steele.
never watched that.
No.
That's Pierce Brosnan, man.
Ooh.
Pierce Brosnan.
That's your guy.
I loved Airwolf when I was a kid, and what was funny is I was watching an episode of A-Team the other day, and it was a special episode which I never knew happened. I never
God.
knew this. We're watching A-Team, and Hannibal goes, "I gotta call in a friend for this one." And then it cuts and it goes to them fixing up the van and doing all that. Or actually, they were building up an RV with armor on the front, put gun things on the side they could pop out with. But in the middle of the battle, Hannibal goes, "Now!" And all of a sudden, Airwolf flies in, the bad guys, and then flies away. And he's like, "Thanks, man." I was like, "Oh my gosh, there was a crossover."
My shot was in it was called Blue Harvest, funnily enough.
Awesome.
One thing about
That's awesome,
Airwolf,
John.
Stringfellow was always trying to find his brother Sinjin.
Yeah.
Did he ever find him?
I don't think so.
No.
I'll tell you a story. We're about 18 miles away from Fort Bragg, and the way to get round to Fort Bragg to us, we have to go past this huge part where they keep all the Apache helicopters, right? So you go past it, and there's about the last time we actually went past, it was about 19 Apache helicopters all
Wow.
parked in a row. Every time I go past, yeah.
Oh.
It looks like a freaking great white shark flying through the air.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, they did it on the yeah, they did.
that's right. So he did. He had a falcon. Yeah.
Right near the door. The things you.
Hey, Gavin.
Do you ever remember the episode of Dallas when JR went into his son's room? And he was a little kid, and he was playing with an AT-AT and a Scout Walker. And my mind was blown then. It's like, oh my God, they got Star Wars in Dallas.
Yeah. Remember, they never called him JR Jr. They always called him John Ross. Hey, John Ross.
Yeah. Hey,
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Let me see your falcon, John Ross.
Yeah.
I like
John Ross.
He would. His eyes. He'd look and he'd go, "Bee!"
Yeah,
it's like
his eyes on it.
It would go like,
Oh.
Oh, dude.
All right. A-Team or Knight Rider?
Knight Rider.
oh, that's a tough
18.
Oh, I don't know.
Knight Rider.
both. But I think I would have picked Knight Rider at the time because
Oh, 2 Knight Rider. What about you, Tez?
I think it's got to be Knight Rider because I would. Only by a smidgen. Only by a smidgen.
Chips is great.
I've been in the front of the door like Knight Rider.
Yeah, I've had some today. Fish and chips. I had some today.
Chips, yeah.
Chips was
my
good.
brother and I were both watching. We were both watching Chips. We started from like the first season, first episode, and we started watching it. And we noticed that in those early episodes of Chips, the cars on the road, like people were driving on the freeway, and these hooligans would be like, "Oh, we're just gonna drive crazy," and they would hit somebody. And then, like the guy who's driving that they smashed into the side of was like, "Oh, you guys!" And he would speed up, and then he'd hit them, and then they just like go off to the side, and the hooligans would keep going, and the cops would stop. The cops would stop and go, "Are you all right, sir?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Go get them." And he'd go get them. And I'm like, "Is there any insurance? Like, these guys are just bouncing into each other on the road." And I'm going, nowadays, no one's going to crash into another car on purpose. Even if
That's what you know about.
You know, my brother and I are both going, was this like a lawless society in the early 70s where there was no car insurance? No one cared about their vehicles, so they would crash into other people for spite, you know? And we're like, what's going on?
Chips is currently on Forces TV in the UK, so they're repeating it at the moment.
By the time you got to the second or third season, they were like, "I'm calling my insurance company. What's wrong with you?" Like suddenly they got insurance by like the third season.
You got insurance for that?
Yeah. We were wondering if we were watching television when insurance wasn't popular, and now all of a sudden, a couple years later, insurance on a car is popular, so it's written in the script. You know?
Yeah.
Because I was born in '73, so. And some of these episodes are like 71, 72,
oh, yeah.
You know, so it's like, I don't know what happened before I was born, you know, like when did insurance start as a mainstream thing, you know, for your car?
I don't remember your seatbelt when we were all kids. It was your dad's arm, wasn't it? Remember your dad used to do that every time he spoke his arm across it.
Yeah. Hold on.
That kid.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
What a great program that was.
If you like Doctor Who, you like Sapphire and Steel.
Oh,
no, I never saw Sapphire and Steel.
Cool, watch it, and it's good.
But I didn't watch Doctor Who either. We didn't get that channel.
Oh yeah, of course. Until
we had reruns of Doctor Who, and we had
HBO Max has got all the Doctor Who's on it.
We had
10 seasons.
Remember the Hitchhikers? There was like Hitchhikers with those cheap plastic aliens with those suits they would wear. Remember that?
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. We used to get.
That. With Arthur Dent. Great. Come on, DVD somewhere.
See, I always have issue with this thing here, what McClunky's bringing up, because Blue Thunder and Airwolf were two completely different shows.
Yeah, Blue Thunder was
helicopters.
Yeah, the only reason people compare them is because they're helicopters. That's like saying, well, every car show must have been exactly the same. So Car 54 or Knight Rider, they're two exactly the same movies, shows, right?
There was a film.
Anyway.
Because Blue Thunder was a cop show, wasn't it? And Airwolf was more of a
undercover type thing.
Yeah.
All right. I got another one for you. Dukes of Hazzard, or Three's Company.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard. On it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were toys for Dukes of Hazzard. I understand.
Yeah.
There was a company in England, and it was called Man About the House. Did you know that? And All in the Family is called Till Death Do Us Part.
Are you serious, really?
Sanford and Son.
Yeah, Steptoe and Son. When I came over here, I was watching all these TV shows. I'm like this, Mark. I'm like, I've seen this before. And then at the very end, it says based on the British TV show, whatever it was. There's loads of them. So,
I didn't know there was a American version of the Young Ones as well.
Yeah, the American version of the Young Ones.
Yeah, Neil wanted it, wasn't it? Neil in it.
Yeah. Nigel Palmer was it, wasn't he? Yeah.
I
don't think it transferred to. We had Thatcher's Britain into Reagan's utopia. It didn't really.
Well, it's like The Office. I mean, even though Ricky Gervais's Office came over here with Steve Carell, it wasn't the same show.
It's still funny though.
It's still funny, brilliant. My Jude loves it. Really funny, but it's not the same. It's not the same as ours. It can't be, can it? Really?
No.
Yeah. Just like all those different versions of Anne of Green Gables, it's just not the same.
Exactly right. Jen. Don't let Jen. She loves Anne of Green Gables.
Do you remember Time Tracks?
No.
The guy had to go back in time to stop all the villains all these villains escape from prison. And they all go back in time to escape the prison that's in the future.
Oh.
So the cop goes, I'll go back in time and catch them all. So he gets to go back in time to catch all the criminals that
like Time Cop.
It is.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Show, Time Cop, yeah.
That's a film I've never seen. Is Time Cop.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
You're not missing much, to be honest with you.
No.
Yeah, it's not great.
Shabby, who's only watched Aliens last year.
Yeah. All of them. No, it started. Yeah, it was the start last year.
It's not a horror film, is it? So.
No, and then, but it wasn't. Ever since I watched it, I've realised it's not really a horror at all. And the thing about it, I've got to be honest. Once I watched them all, I went all out to Covenant. I thought, this is absolutely fantastic. How have I missed all these? Brilliant. I loved them. Absolutely loved all of them. Yeah.
I like how each movie is a little bit different. Like, each movie is almost a different genre. Like the first one, you could kind of see the sci-fi horror part of it, but the second one is totally science fiction, alien combat.
Yeah, but the third one sounds very British. It seems to me very British. There's a lot of like Charles Dance in it. And what is it?
Yeah.
It's got a very British vibe. I think the third one.
Yeah.
So, but I loved it. I loved them all.
I think it's any American actor apart from Ripley, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, she's good. She's good in it.
Director's cut. Sorry, the producer's assembly cut is the best version of Alien 3.
Did you guys like Prometheus?
Loved it.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that.
Okay.
Now the funny thing is, I went to the pictures with Cy to see that, and I hadn't seen any aliens. So at the time, I thought this is boring. So once I watched all the Alien films, like we just discussed, I watched that again, and I loved it because it made more sense. Do you see what I mean? So
yeah, it's just a shame. Yeah. It's just a shame that it didn't. Is it going to connect to Alien? Are the prequels going to connect to Alien?
I think they eventually will, though. Isn't there a third one coming out, and that one will connect to Alien?
TV series, isn't there? Alien TV series.
Disney's got it now, haven't they?
Oh, they're doing a TV series? Okay.
Yeah. And Predator and the Terminator. I got Terminator.
And also the better thing about Blue Thunder was the Blue Thunder toy. The Blue Thunder toy fits 3.75 action figures, where there was never an Airwolf toy that fit 3.75-inch action figures. So that makes Blue Thunder better by a mile. Because in my opinion, any toy that could fit a 3.75-inch action figure made the thing that much more awesome.
Oh yeah.
So I used to have a Fall Guy truck.
Yeah, the truck.
Yeah, Baldry's got one. Have you seen Baldry's? Beautiful.
It had a sunroof, and you could cram one figure in there.
That's the one John's got. That's the one John Baldry's got.
And I had an A-Team van as well that you could shove figures into. And man, I was running those down the stairs all the time.
Also, yeah. Brilliant. I love the Fall Guys truck because in England we never got chunks like that, did we? So when you saw it, we thought, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Metal. Toyota was brilliant.
It was heavy. It was metal. It was a weapon.
Yeah, it was metal, right? Yeah.
You'd be careful where you jump.
Did you guys in America get supposed to play the Airwolf game? Did you get an Airwolf game on microcomputers or anything?
I don't know if we
had
a
chopper lifter or something.
Oh,
No.
you mean like an arcade game?
Or on home computer? Or...
The first helicopter games I remember for like the Nintendo and the Sega Genesis Super.
Desert Strike. Yes. On Mega Drive.
Oh,
Jungle Strike, Desert Strike, Urban Strike.
What do you mean then?
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
yeah.
I need those. For my Mega Drive.
I like your Spider-Man back there behind you too. That's good artwork. Yeah, that's some cool artwork. Look at that
Japanese.
thing.
Japanese.
Oh yeah.
Good. This is my most expensive. That was 40 quid.
Outrun?
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. An old job.
I love it. Love it. Yeah. I'm only collecting the. I've only got 4 EA games. I'm just going for purely Sega at the moment. I haven't bought these for ages, though. But
you know what John's just said about the early movies? I think he could be right there. See, I was quite lucky because I did them all in the space of a week. So I didn't give them a chance to get crap, if you will. Because I started off with number 1 and number 2, which were awesome. Number 3 I thought was all right. Number 4 was, but because I'd watched them every night like that, it still felt like one continuous movie to me, if you will. So I was quite lucky doing it that way.
Yeah,
I was. Seeing 3 in the cinema, I was so disappointed they killed Newt. And
that's what I mean. Yeah,
it was like Ripley went through all that to find Newt, and they just wrote her out of the film.
And it was off screen too.
Once you get over that massive plot change, it's like it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Should have done the comment.
It was, yeah. It was an ambulance service thing.
I liked the Cannonball Run cars that Tim at Boss Bounty got. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Great.
He got the Cannonball Run cars in a box, and he ordered them. It's like, they're superb, absolutely superb.
That's why I like Lamborghinis. It's just seeing Cannonball Runs as a kid. Like, what is that car?
That start. Cars were one thing, but I don't know, Lycra just always looked good, or spandex back then. Do you know what I mean? That part was brilliant.
Can I help you, officer?
Yeah.
It's the woman cop.
Fantastic.
Tez, would you sell all of your toys and stuff for a Lamborghini?
I would swap them for a day.
just one day.
No, I don't think it would.
Have you ever driven one?
No.
They're kind of weird to drive. And you can't go backwards. Like, I couldn't back
you sit like you're doing a sun lounge. It's awful.
Video on it?
Yeah.
There's no reverse.
Well, there's a reverse, but you can't really see out the back.
Sharks don't go in reverse.
You can't see out the back to back it up. You have to open the door and look out. Yeah.
It's like driving a bubble car then in the UK.
Very nice.
No, in Seattle, there was a track, and they would do track days. And I met someone at the bookstore that I worked at that had a couple nice cars. So once in a while, he'd invite me up there, and I got to drive a Bugatti, a bunch of different Ferraris, a Lamborghini Countach, the Lamborghini Diablo. It was like I was in heaven. I'd be like, yeah. And he would just sit in the passenger seat, and he's like, telling me when to slow down. He was like, because the corners, he's like, all right, you want to slow down here, get down to like 40 miles an hour. Okay, now you can take the corner. And then he was like, and then he's like, okay, gun it here. You can go as fast as you want. Hit the floor, And so he was coaching me, because it's his car. It's his car. He doesn't want me to crash it,
Fantastic. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just
back in the 80s, that Countach was on every kid's wall.
Everybody was beautiful, wasn't it? Although my favourite in the 80s was the XJS Jaguar. Remember that V12 badge had on the back of it?
Yeah.
Simon Templar had one, the white one, and then they introduced the convertible. I loved that car.
Radio controlled gun thing for that.
Loved Simon Templar's car. Yeah, that was massive.
I'd take Magnum PI's Ferrari over.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that GT8, beautiful.
When I was like in my early 20s, and I was like right before it was probably like 22, 23. I was working at Xerox. I was making like 50 grand a year. Someone was selling one of those Magnum PI cars, and he was like, I think he wanted around 30,000 for it, and I was trying to get him down to 25, and we couldn't make a deal. But I got to drive it a couple times.
She was always American cars for me.
What I found out was it was funny because I had a Mercury Cougar at the time, and I called my insurance company. I said, "Look, I'm looking at buying this Ferrari, and I was wondering what the insurance was like." It was actually cheaper than my Mercury Cougar. And when I asked why the insurance was cheaper, they said, because those cars don't crash. Every single day, 100,000 Mercury Cougars crash, and we have to pay out all the time. But that particular Ferrari, but everyone who owns them, they don't crash. Yeah. So we never pay out for that. We never have to pay out for that car. So therefore, the insurance is cheaper.
So if I had to pick one TV car, it'd be Starsky and Hutch's Gran Torino. I mean, just super cool.
There's one that drives around Plymouth with the stripe on the side.
Whenever I see someone who's got their car painted like that, or I see someone who's got the A-Team van painted like the A-Team van with that red stripe, I'm always like, oh, there you go.
What was your first car, Shabby?
My first car was a midget, MG1. It was
what?
Burgundy one with a vinyl top roof. Oh, my Uncle Stuart gave it to me inside. That was my first car. Yeah, I had my first car.
A 1982 silver Ford Fiesta.
Oh, I've had some awesome cars. I love cars. I'm a big fan.
Of crap it was.
Yeah.
I had an Oldsmobile Omega. My neighbor gave it to me. And then
72 Volkswagen.
72 Volks. Nice.
It was orange.
My first real car was when I got the money. I graduated to a 1967 Impala. That thing was a muscle car beast. It was a boat, man.
What do you drive now, Tess? What's your car now? Because obviously it's a European one. What is it?
I've got Audi A3.
Audi you've got? I drive a Jeep. What do you drive, Andy?
Audi Wonka.
What do you drive, Andy?
Now?
Yeah.
Toyota Tacoma.
So Toyota, Jeep, Audi. What about you, John?
Ford Focus.
Ford Focus. Look at this.
I've had two of them.
Yeah.
But you know what? My brother never compromised. He never went. His first car was a cheap car. Then he had a 1970 Chevelle SS.
Love
and then he had a Mustang. And every car from then on has been a Mustang to this day. He's probably owned 10 or 12 Mustangs.
My favorite car of all time, if I could get rid of anything to have this car and I wouldn't want another car again, is a 79 Trans Am, same as the Bandits.
Oh, yeah.
I've always loved that car. Always. And I'd have it in black and gold with the Phoenix on the front. It's T-top. It's been my favorite car ever. If I had a Bugatti or that, I would take that instead of a Bugatti. They are.
1972 or 73 Corvette. That's what I would have.
Corvette,
the last couple of years with the chrome bumpers.
The arches. What about a Ford Capri, Shabby?
My dad had a Ford Capri, and the roof used to leak. And when he used to take us to school, it was bright red with a vinyl top, and the roof leaked. And we had to hold the towel up when he was taking us to school in the morning.
Or if I couldn't have my Corvette, I'd get a Superbird with that giant spoiler. Oh, Superbirds are awesome.
What about the Pink Panther car? The Pink Panther car. That I always remember that.
Lady Penelope's was cool.
When he got out, they actually made that car. It's awesome. That pink car.
Yeah.
Panther. I love that.
Or find a Ford or the Futura frame and turn it into the 60s Batmobile. That would be awesome.
We've never told cars on here before. It's good.
That's proper boy stuff. Proper boy stuff.
I mean, other than Chips, let's think. Other than Chips, did they have a hot motorcycle show. I mean, we had helicopters, Blue Thunder, Airwolf. We had cars like crazy.
Street Hawk.
General Lee,
Yeah, Street Hawk. Yeah.
Street Hawk was a motorcycle. Okay.
Yeah, Street Hawk was motorcycle. Street Hawk was awesome.
I remember the Wraith, the movie The Wraith, where he had that cool motorcycle.
Automan had a Countach, didn't he? A Countach.
Oh, yeah. Automan.
Yeah, Automan, yeah. That was all like prawn, like, wasn't it? It all go
Yeah, awesome.
with the lights.
Oh, no.
What about Boone? He had a bike in that, didn't he?
Boom.
Ken Boone. All right, Rocky.
Andy and John won't know what that is, will he? Boom. Brilliant.
Is that like Gentle Ben? The Grizzly
Yeah,
Adams?
I don't know what
Final
Kelly wanted to
No.
know. Hi-Ho Silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Professional.
Professionals, brilliant. Brody, the professionals. Beautiful jumper.
Yeah.
The Batmobile with the vinyl cape is
Nice,
pretty rare.
Adam.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah,
Professional.
it was.
Awesome.
It was the one. It.
Cowley.
Great.
Love Cowley.
Proper gritty, wasn't it? Professional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, camp as well, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really camp as well.
Well, welcome to Top Gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was.
I don't watch
That's
it
gotta
anymore.
be my favorite car show of all of them. I love when those guys
It
go on
was.
trips.
Not anymore,
Yeah.
but it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I love when they go on trips to other countries and have to try to
Yeah.
work their way through. And they pull pranks on each other and ruin each other's cars.
It was
Yeah, they're awesome, though, lads.
it was on the news that like people moving in for citizenship in the UK, like from Eastern European countries, there were a lot of the what is the reason you want to move to the UK? Because Top Gear's made there. That was one of the answers. The main answer. Top Gear. Like, yeah, come over.
Stonehenge.
I was disappointed.
Stonehenge, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So you could stick your Stonehenge. You got Top Gear. I don't know what accent that was.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, Jonathan.
Yeah. Well, now they're the Grand Tour on Amazon. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
we still got Top Gear.
Oh,
The
Chrissy's
side
great.
going on, Chrissy. What the hell side? Yeah.
all creatures great and small. I remember that. Yeah.
With the bets. Yeah,
Bet series. Very
yeah, he did, Dave.
for all hours.
Forget it.
Get on, real fetch your cloth.
Oh. But,
Andy, you should be writing all these down so you can watch them. And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And John, you two both should be.
Hey, let me
You
give
know
you
you want to be rich, don't you?
Let me enjoy my tea.
The Robin Reliant, Only Fools and Horses. But it wasn't. It was
He had
called
some great- Oh, you called it a Capri as well. Do you remember, Tez? My Capri gear.
Capri. Yeah. Oh.
Brilliant.
There you go, Chaz. One for you.
Yes.
Cheese grommet. Yeah,
Look,
there
he
you
did a
go.
little motorcycle, like
Cheese grommet.
emoji thing or something.
Wensleydale.
No,
Wednesday
it's not
Jail.
Wensleydale. It's a true story
I know
that Wensleydale was going out of business, and because of Wallet and Gromit, it went up again. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was a story about that in there that Wensleydale, was not going bankrupt, but wasn't doing as well, and ever since it was in Wallace and Gromit,
Yeah. Andy
It
needs
did,
to keep one of his kids back in class to just keep running around so the lights don't go off.
yeah.
Keep
You
moving,
can.
boy.
You should can.
Yeah.
I know. I should throw my keys or something.
Oh.
So I got a question. Maybe this will be fun. Maybe, but
Okay.
Mark was
Batgirl Cycle, they did have a spin-off Batgirl pilot they made. Have anybody seen that Batgirl
The
spin-off?
purple one. It
Yeah.
was awesome.
I know.
So I think it was Mark that did a video so far and brought up stuff that he was hoping to find in 2021 or whatever. And I was trying to think, like, what's the next thing that you guys want to get, like, for your collection? Like, say something you're going to go after, and it might be the next thing you go after, whether it's a month from now or 6 months from now when you have the money, whatever that is. Like, is there something you really want to try to get this year that'd be the next thing? Like, for me, the last bounty hunter I need on a card is Zuckus. So I want to try to find Zuckuss by the end of the year.
Vintage.
On a card. Yeah, vintage on a card. Yeah. And I don't care if it's Empire or Return of the Jedi. It'll probably be Return of the Jedi because it'll probably be cheaper. But, you know.
I didn't show that, did I? I've got the Paliboys box for me.
Oh, yeah, you did. There you go.
For me, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for your thing. Yeah. That's right.
I've got the nipple coming. I've got my nipple coming.
Found his nipple.
Yeah, I found my nipple.
It looks like a gas cap. I always think it looks like a gas cap.
I just need the white bulb holder for the bottom.
Did you have to buy a whole new shaft?
Yeah.
I've
got a whole new shaft. I'm going to have to put that back on eBay.
It just came out wrong, that did.
A whole new shaft and nipple.
Shaft and nipple.
Oh no, that comment you left on All Things 80, Tez. I wrote after it about that with Nolan eye thing that you said. I would never laughed.
She didn't go in. Don't upset him.
No, he didn't.
I was sticking up
Go
for
on,
him.
Tez.
He keeps having this guy come on and just cut, just saying nasty things in the comments. And I said something like, I can't remember what I said. To quote Withnell and I, this guy is a complete shag sack. And
So I just replied, shag sack.
It's great. You can get so many quotes from Withnell and I, like cut somebody down straight away.
I mean, Zuckuss the droid, Zuckuss the gray droid. That's what I need.
Zuckuss
the droid.
Not forlorn.
Not forlorn.
Formerly known as Yeah.
You bothered about recard? Not recard, resale.
No recard, no resale. No. I don't go for them. I don't mind them. I just don't go for them.
How much does a Zuckuss usually go for, carded?
The last one, there's the one that's up there right now. He's on a perfectly flat mint, clear bubble. I've been watching it for a couple months, and he won't go below 145.
145.
And that's the cheapest one that I've seen so far. That's in the shape I would like. There's some that have like completely destroyed cards or the bubbles totally black, so you can barely see the figure, that are cheaper. But
John, I think that's a pretty good price.
Especially if you told me your price of your C3PO, so for that for Zuckuss is about the total.
Let's see. He's already had it up now twice. It went 30 days at 150, and he wouldn't budge. And then it went another 30 days at 150, and it didn't sell. And he's now budging down to 145. So I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go another 30 days, or maybe another 60 days, and just keep going. Listen, I'll do 130. I'll do 135.
Well, at the moment, the last 6 months, we've been averaging at £186.
Whoa.
If it's been up for 60 days and no one's touched it at 150, 145, then clearly that's a little bit high.
Yeah,
but the minimum
jumped on it in 60 days.
The minimum is £19.
Andy, do you have it carded?
For a carded Zuckuss.
Do
you have a Zuckuss carded?
I do not. I have a Zuckuss card back, but I don't have them on the card.
Right. Okay. I was going to say, because if Andy had it, he'd probably be the best one to ask, isn't he, how much he paid for it? But
I think 145 is pretty fair, personally. But
yeah.
But if you want to wait about for $5 more, go for it.
I'm hoping to get it down to like 130 or 135. So
if anyone's in the chat's got one,
you know what,
John, if that's a good price.
John, let me know what the
lucky deal. Have one.
Let me know what the eBay auction is, and I'll go 120, and I'll just hound them at 120.
Yeah, and then it'll in between.
We can work.
I think it automatically declines. I think it even automatically declines 130 right now. So he won't even see it. He won't even see it because it'll auto decline so fast.
You can see the automatic decline bids.
I don't on my auctions. I don't see the automatic declines.
No, he does.
Not as a seller.
I've seen mine before. They show up.
Not as a seller for me. I don't see them.
All right. Well, next time I sell something and I put a floor best offer, I'll take a picture of it. I'll show you.
They are Marky D straight away.
Okay. Yeah.
So is that a good price then, Marky D? What they're saying?
It's a Return of the
Might
Jedi
be.
card. It's a Return of the
Return of
Jedi.
the
I'll send you that one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think I showed Chocolate Chip.
Oh, they are great price.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think I showed Chocolate Chip it in a DM, and he was saying it's a pretty good price already. Yeah, but
Why don't
I
you
just
sell,
feel like
one of those Vader cases full of figures that you don't need?
Yeah, one of those Vader cases.
there's never figures that I
He
don't
won't
need.
spend. He won't spend over what he wants. That's a good
Yeah.
thing about John.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all
You
right.
gotta admit, he won't
That's the right
spend
thing,
over.
yeah.
And there's never a vintage Star Wars figure that I don't need. I
Did
don't
you get
care if
rid
I
of
have
the,
200 Chewbacca's. I need all 200 Chewbacca's.
How many, John?
Just in case.
John, how many blue Snaggletooths have you got again now?
Two.
Oh, okay.
One with
Yeah.
the toe dent, one
See,
without the toe
See,
dent.
No,
it's right, so you could have it as
They're both almost. They're
You know,
both almost
I'd
the
swap
same.
He's gonna
it for a
go back.
canopy. Swap it for a canopy.
yeah.
I would.
That is that. But you've only got
I'm
one
only-
canopy, so
I'm only thinking. I got red. I don't mind. Got me red. Love him.
4-1. Wow.
I'm addicted to them. I just can't pass them. I don't know. It's hard. Like it's really hard to get rid of them.
Yeah.
It really
What if
is.
you sold them to a friend?
Your two blue
Yeah,
Snaggletooths
well,
will
I
mate,
have.
and then I'll have a
I
baby,
have,
and then I'll
because
have a baby.
Mark's got a couple of them from me, so I have.
Yeah.
You know,
What's the figure you got most of?
it actually
Stormtrooper.
might be. It actually might be Chewbacca. Yeah, it's either
Yeah.
Chewbacca or
Chewbacca.
Stormtrooper.
Stormtroopers, I've got, vintage.
Yeah,
It's five up there. Yeah.
It's
I
very,
was-
very easy to find.
I've got 8 of these. I counted them up the other day.
I love it. I love one of those.
Well, that's
I
it.
love that figure as a kid.
You need to army build those.
But that's an
Yeah.
awful
Okay.
to have 8 of. You
You
know?
got-
I thought I had maybe 3,
Oh,
but I'm like,
Jesus,
8.
Bob.
Love that figure.
No, they are good. The Black Series. Why haven't you got Black
I liked
Series?
his tan. It was his tan rifle he came with for me because he was the only
Yeah.
one that had a tan rifle as a kid. I thought that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like an extra force rifle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Except
Well,
for
they should-
Broomface.
They need to bring out a Black Series of this. I mean,
They do.
Would be nice.
You know, the
They need to do it.
Hot Rebel Soldier was amazing. So, like,
Yeah.
you need this.
They need to do it the same way, like with a pop-off face or something to make them different, so you
Yeah.
can build a whole
The
army
back
up and
back.
change them around. Yeah,
You can always take a little pin and draw a mustache on them.
right. There
Yeah,
you go.
you could. Yeah, very.
And a beard on another. If you've got 8, you could do loads with them.
Yeah, I'll post it.
The white beard, and then you've got Rex. Then is it supposed to be
Yeah,
Rex? Isn't
there
it?
you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they do that guy Black Series, they need to do it so his helmet can come off and he has like a hair or something. Because you could do him without the helmet or with, or you could put on a
I've got
different helmet.
Yeah, no. Make it Rex.
I've got the Hobgoblin version as well. Yeah.
Old Plastics just sent me a X-wing gun for my X-wing. So I need 2 now.
Cool.
Only 2.
Cool.
Have you got 2 for your Death Star though?
Yeah,
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
man, I sent it.
Mark,
I-
Mark,
He's a total-
who's going to get a double telescope and Luke first? You or me?
You on Monday.
You on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you've
That's
got
why he said it. That's why he said it, wasn't it? That's why he's just said
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why.
I
He's
just
not keeping a
confirmed it.
secret him at all,
I
can
just
he?
confirmed it for me.
Well done, Andy.
He's
There's no
fair.
point watching then. No point watching on
He
Monday.
got
Do something
two,
else, lads.
He bought 2, we got one for both of us.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get demonstrate it quite close and get your camera on.
You guys are gonna be surprised on Monday.
Did you get
Oh.
both? Did you get both though? Did you get a Vinyl Cape Jawa and a D? Look at his face. He did.
No
He
way.
got an actual real Rocket Fire Boba Fett, didn't you?
No.
And I sold his house to get that.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning just to go, you jammy bastard. Do you know what I mean?
To throw me phone against the wall.
Yeah. Stay up so you can put some of these windows through. Like, how did he get that? You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
No,
Oh, he's
Mark,
double telescoping Darth Vader.
Yeah.
There is one on eBay at the moment.
16,000.
I
Something like
forgot how much it is. Yeah, it's quite high.
Cheap. 16 I couldn't condone, even if I had the money, I don't think I could condone
I know,
that.
What are the
You're only buying the plastic. You're not buying the figure, are you?
No. Oh,
The figure's
What
not.
do I mean?
God.
what do the Lukes go for? I mean, I thought they were like $400 or $500. Are they more than that? Really?
16,000.
Yeah, in any kind of good shape. Any kind of good shape is
No, John. Shit,
$900 to $2,000.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, love you, John. Thanks for me bottle tops, John.
See,
Is that on the double
you can
telescopic one?
You can get the just the hilt without the tip for $400.
huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. See
For
now,
a broken hilt.
See now, if I were gonna,
It's a hollow hilt.
Wow.
I've been looking at that option actually. I've been looking at that option because I think I've seen one for like 240 with just the hilt.
Oh, I wouldn't bother.
see if I were gonna spend that much, if I were gonna spend $800, $900, $1,000 on a collectible, I would get either an original prototype of Kenner or one of the wax model molds of Kenner. I wouldn't buy an actual figure. I'd have to go like production stage, you know, if I was going to spend that kind of money.
I'd buy bloody repro. I didn't say.
I think I just I don't know.
It's not on my radar, really. I've not, you know.
Oh, look at that bad boy.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Wow.
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip, nice.
And it's got the Revenge logo, which I love to get the Revenge logo on there.
Yeah.
I love those ones.
Can you imagine me, John, explaining to Jen, I just spent, right, exactly, everyone's laughing already. I haven't finished the sentence. Hi, Jen. Mark, where's $16,000 gone? Well, I've just bought a double telescoping. I wouldn't get to finish that sentence. She would. Can you imagine if I spent all that money on a plastic figure? She'd go absolutely balloon. Oh, I'm going to be up all night thinking about that, and I even got $16,000. You know what I mean?
Until 2 or 3 years later, when you sell it for $25,000, and she goes, "Holy crap, that was the best investment you ever made."
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But can you imagine Jen's face? Me trying to come. It took me 6 months to convince her of a snow speeder.
Yeah.
Imagine.
At least she bought you it.
Yeah, she bought me loads. She bought me about 10 figures as well.
Yeah,
exactly. She's awesome. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, to shut you up.
You're lucky. Lucky man.
Yeah, she's actually awesome like that. Our Jen. She's the nice thing about Jen is she's not.
She's there with a gun, isn't she?
She hates Valentine's Day. She doesn't like jewelry. So I've saved so much money. She doesn't like flowers. She's for that. You know what I mean?
Wine,
she's not
wine.
Oh yeah, she's massive on that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm very lucky in that sense. Yeah, she doesn't give me grief about going out on Valentine's. She doesn't care.
But does she like you taking her out to a nice dinner?
Oh yeah, but the thing about me and Janice is, what we'll do is, but we'll go out whenever. We don't need a certain date to do that. I don't have to take Jen out on Valentine's.
No, that's it.
And she's not bothered about that. Do you know what I mean? That's the saying. Yeah. So yeah.
Mark, just send me a picture of that, please. And you know, if you don't want to sell it, you know where to go.
Oh.
How much would you pay for one, Mark? All seriously, all jokes aside, how much would you pay for one?
£400. I've got £400. Well, I've got a £450 really from the arcade one-up machine that she can't get.
Right.
So I'm waiting. Really. I'm waiting.
Right. So you've got £400. Is that would you be able to get one for that price for £400? You can. Right. Okay.
He almost did a little while ago.
Yeah. There was. I could have got one for $430 the other day.
Wow.
But there was nobody bidding on it. That's 6. There was nobody bidding on it.
3 more, Andy. I'll win the prize.
Last second. Somebody bid on it the last second.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you bothered? Does it have to be Paliboys? Does it have to be Kenner?
No, it doesn't. It's all come from same factory anyway.
Yeah.
Hong Kong factory. So yeah.
Now £400, is that a loose one for £400? It must be.
Yeah. Right. Try and find a guarded one or a baggy one.
Now, Mark, would you just buy would you be willing to just buy a lightsaber for that and then then find a figure later?
Yeah. I've got the figure.
Yeah.
Got the figure.
Yeah. Wow. There's an absolutely pristine lightsaber. It's original. The double telescoping lightsaber on eBay for $1,500 right now.
Jeez.
And I've actually considered.
Oh, it's good though, isn't it?
I've considered, but
Look at that. Oh,
that's in great shape right there, Mark.
£400. They paid £400 for that. Oh,
I'll give you £500
Oh.
for it.
That's a Monkey D's Flickr account. Yeah.
oh, look at that. That's
Yeah. And then I'll sell it to Mark for $550.
Mark's figures are
I'd like a mushroom tip. Obviously,
so
but
good quality. Monkey D's figures are so good quality. Each one of Mark's figures is the best they can be.
Looks like looking at a catalogue, doesn't he? Every time he sends us a picture, it's like looking in a catalogue.
Go on his Flickr account. It's amazing.
I mean, I
I
still
watch his video. He's only got the one video up, but I still watch it.
Yeah, I know.
Still subscribed. Everybody's videos at Chocolate Chip Wookie is one video right there. Ooh,
Yeah.
what's that?
I've seen it a few times.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The two top collections that I see a lot that I really like and enjoy looking at are what Marky D has and what Chocolate Chip Wookie has. They both have really, really good Star Wars collections.
Yeah.
Just more guys named Mark.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Marky D's display. Remember that video he made of his display? We all went,
yeah.
we're watching that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny that we've all made hundreds of videos, but we can all remember they've made one each.
I know you remember.
Do you know what I mean? That's how good they were.
Oh.
What happened to John Lappole's comments? Tez, what'd you do, Tez?
I know.
He's right there.
Yeah, he's right there. There he is. Okay.
I've been causing controversy on a Star Wars, a Transformer Facebook group today. I said, "Is Wheelie?" As in, I said, I put it on Facebook as well. Is Wheelie the Jar Jar Binks of Transformers?
I'm afraid people can still see me after I tune off.
Someone did it to me this morning, and I was upset by it, but not upset. I was more irritated than upset. I put a picture up to thank John and to thank Josh at Honor Chronicles to help me out with my Black Series. This guy writes back and writes, "I don't know why you even bother displaying it like that when you can't even see that." You said you can't see the artwork, you can't see this. I might as well just put it in storage. So I wrote back to him and said, "Well, thanks for your opinion. I appreciate that, but this is the way I display. So thanks a lot." And then he wrote back, and I thought, I would never upset or say anything negative about somebody else's display. And the funniest thing was, it's like I said to you boys before we came on air, it wasn't even about the display I was talking about. I was thanking two people in our community for helping me out. But this guy I just thought, listen, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and now I've calmed down a bit. I can see what he means, and so. But then I thought, I would never. It's like me saying to Andy, I won't put that there. It's none of my business where he puts these stuff. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you where to put it.
Don't pack your car there. Pack it over there.
You know what you should have said?
I'm just so new to this, boys. I'm so new to this. That's what my issue is. Little things that irritate me because I'm so new to it.
We've had a difficult day, haven't we, for one reason or another. But
I sometimes look at
we're
not going to do the show.
Just reply Shag Sack.
I think it's because I probably think I want everyone to be the same as what I would do. You'll see me every time someone puts a thing up on Twitter, I'm the first to comment positive. Oh, well done. Oh, that's awesome. Oh. And then it goes Shabby, and then it'll go Tez, it'll go Mark, it'll go John, it'll go Anne. We're all the same way. It just today when after what me and Mark went through this morning, I just started laughing it just baffles me. So
I think it's jealousy. I think it's jealousy. Someone sees that collection and they go, they're in the inside. They internalize it as, holy crap, he's almost got all 112. I don't have that. Why can't I have the collection he has?
I want to say something.
And then they express those feelings in a negative way.
Look behind me here. It's all open. Look over here.
Empty bin.
It's all open. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Look over here. It's all open. That is the only thing I keep boxed. And I choose to keep it like that. That's how I like it. Yeah. It's not a case of no space. Look, I've got a massive room. I can make space. And then when I'm making my new one, I'm still... But that's the way I like it. And it's funny how people will tell me, well, that's not the right way to display. Or you might as well put that in storage because I don't like the way you're displaying the stuff that you've bought. Oh, well, I appreciate that, mate. Thanks very much for that. It baffles me. We all display differently, every one of us. You know, you look in only one Kenobi's room, and there's walls and walls full of vintage. It's like me going, "Oh, you should take them out. Should take them out of the box." You'd be like, "Go get to France. Who are you?" Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense.
I've got so little space. I've got Star Wars, Transformers, Mega Drive. You know, it's just like, you know, after
I just find it funny. It's up to the. But then again, what I'm trying to say is, you look at a thing like this morning, and then you're saying to yourself, "Well, should I open them then? Should I do what somebody else wants me to do because they don't like it?" You know what I mean? No, I'm not. No. I'm going to display how I want to display. You know?
Yeah.
What makes you happy? It's your little space. It's your little room. It's comfort.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Well, you articulated that a lot better just now than you did about an hour and a half ago.
Northerner. We have short tempers as Northerners. That's what it is. Where, you know what I mean?
Oh no, look, Shabby, I'm putting
You're a real firecracker there, Shabby.
I am. I always have been.
If I do get if and when I do get my DT Saberloak, I am going to get it graded. Now,
is that broken, or is that how they normally are?
That's how they are.
That's how they are. Sometimes they're the inner part's pretty wavy.
That little end in the end, how that had the fat end, and the fat end had that little broken piece on the end. Is that always like that? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like where they broke it off a sprue or something.
Yeah.
Off of the I don't know what they call that, the tree that where they
it's like a little sprue thing or whatever. Yeah.
Sort of blister out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's the only thing I get graded.
To answer Vintage Toy Rush, I would leave it out. I would play with it. I would.
Oh, because that is why they stopped doing them. That is why they stopped doing them. Because they broke straight away. Yeah. That's why they stopped doing them.
All of my best figures are loose and not in the package and open, so you can touch them, so you can That's not to say I wouldn't get them graded, but I plan on getting a couple this year. That's a goal of mine. To answer your question from like an hour ago, John, a goal of mine is to get a couple things graded, just to do it and have that knowledge and experience. But I really do like being able to pick it up, hold it in my hand. I know it's delicate, but that's me.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel with the comic books. I mean, believe it or not, like I'll go over and reread my Wolverine or my Incredible Hulk 180, 181, 182, and read that story where the first appearance of Wolverine appears, or I'll take my Iron Man #1 or my Avengers #11, and I'll take them out and read them.
Iconic
I've had people just completely flip their lid when they're like, "You're touching Avengers #11. Do you know how much that's worth? Like, what's wrong with you?"
I don't read the comic.
Yeah, well, you know what would be cool, John, since you are comfortable doing that with these higher value comics, you should video it so someone like me who's not into comics, but I would love to see it. Turn the pages and then I could follow the story. That's the only way I would ever see that.
Yeah.
See, I've seen other people do that with comic books, and I have this weird thing where, like, I did one a while back, and I got flagged like crazy for copyright things and all kinds of stuff because it was like, you know, they were like, Marvel wants you to go buy that.
Yeah, you've got to be really careful.
Look at it.
God.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
first editions, can you?
Was that a relatively new comic, John, or an old comic?
It was new at the time.
Okay,
so.
If you don't
that's what I mean.
Maybe the old ones don't matter. Yeah, that's true too. You don't have to monetize it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I think an old comic, they actually get those away on their digital stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you could buy a phony copy of it or something and read it, but
I might do that with a few key issues, especially like
Don't put it on YouTube. Stick it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Photocopy it.
Yeah, photocopy it black and white. Send it around school like we used to. That's what
My Darth Vader tip broke off once. It fell off the shelf and the tip broke off. and I was so gutted. So that really is put me in a bad stead.
It broke from falling on the floor. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That had to land. That had to have landed exactly perfect.
Probably landed on it, and
yeah.
I was so devastated.
You get protectors.
Not easy to get out of, are they? They're not easy to get out of.
Would you get if you got the double-ended telescopic lightsaber? Would you get like the protectors you put over brush heads? One of those. Yeah, I mean it's going to go. You might as well.
Nah, you get one worthy of being graded, and then it's protected, and it's in the case. And I understand that, and that's a really smart thing to do.
Okay, I've not got one.
The other day, it was a few months back, I dropped one of my Voltron figures, and as soon as he hit the ground, his head popped off. I was like, so I had to hunt down. I had to hunt down another Voltron figure to replace him. But I was like,
I did it with my mini rig skiff. Remember the red thing that sits on the back of it? I dropped it. One of the hinges broke off that.
Mine's broken. All shabby one. Mini skiff.
Oh man, it's been like I said, it's been over the country twice, back and forth twice.
Yeah,
you never had an issue. I pick it up.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, do you know how many figures I drop every single day?
Yeah.
Every day I probably drop 2 or 3 figures, or some fall off the shelf. Yeah. They domino effect.
But I think that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't buy things like double-step telescoping lightsabers and so, because they're absolutely gorgeous. But I like to pick my stuff up. Do you see what I mean? You see me on here, I'll grab something, I'll show you that. I don't want to get into that thing. I'll be scared to death to chuck something as a just in case. Do you know what I mean? Like that, holding it like this, So that's probably, I don't know, it's a tough one, that, isn't it? Because they're absolutely gorgeous and I'd love one, but that's what I mean. I'd be too scared to do anything. I'd have a wall built around it.
That's all right. More for us. More for us.
More for you, yeah. More for you lot.
I mean, you've seen this.
I drop things so often that cups, mugs, and cups and porcelain. Trying to put that Yoda bank in the thing. I had pillows, blankets, all piled up on the floor, and I'm like,
all my figures are in
the cabinet because
they've been in there since. Well,
that's where I do it. Yeah.
But I used to have every single one.
Oh hi.
Now, I just like Andy said, what's one of your goals this year? I think it's getting my figure collection in some sort of some sort of cabinet. That's what I need to do.
Do you have any carry cases? You don't have any carry cases?
I don't have any carry cases, no. But where I used to live, I used to have so much room. Everything was out on display. Everything was out on display. So they just go back in the box.
I don't know why he says that about 88 minutes. We had that time to watch you put 2 pieces of Lego together, Dave. It's just the same thing. Do you know what I mean?
People spend a lot longer than that watching people build Legos.
Yeah.
Lego.
Oh,
Lego.
Lego.
It's gonna.
Isn't that what I said?
Lego.
Isn't that what I said? Legos.
Lego.
Were you watching that?
I'll tell people how to say Lego properly.
I know.
It says on the logos, no S. But I know what you mean. Oh.
Right, we're finished.
That's the thing, Brandon. That's the thing. Yeah.
Matt's talking the rest of the show because he's missed loads. Talk us out,
So I've been watching.
That's ironic, isn't it? When Matt comes back on, somebody talks about Funko Pops.
Right, that's it. I'm off. Bye.
See you later.
Matt loves crochet now.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing about Funko Pops is there's not even tape on the box. There's no tape or anything. So you could take it out of the box, look at it, put it back in, and no one would ever know.
No, you just throw it in the box.
Hey, has Matt got a carded Zuckers? Matt, have you got a carded Zuckers?
Yeah, Matt does. In fact, I think that's the one that broke, wasn't it? One that broke when it dropped?
Yeah, it fell off. It was in a case and fell off and
no
inside.
Keep my DT look in my first 12 standing acrylic, along with my vinyl cape Jawa.
Yeah, lovely.
Like that. Well, talk amongst yourself, gentlemen. Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah, but
Brilliant.
I'm not
Brilliant,
here,
Rocky.
out anymore, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sorry.
The Spanner
Spanner
Clan.
Clan. Oh yeah,
Spanner
yeah. I'm
Clan.
on Spanner. I can
That's
Spanner.
Yeah, King of the Spanners.
That's right,
Yeah.
Jonathan. Exactly right.
Yeah.
It just made me happy. I mean, made me think this morning. I was like, you know what I mean? I would never just say anything bad about somebody. Well, not bad, but make an opinion about somebody's collection. I would never do that. Do you know what I mean? So,
Well, I've heard somebody say that you shouldn't use your figures as a crutch. Your toys should not be a crutch. But for me, they were. The last couple of years, if it weren't for my toys, I would have gone mental.
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
thing.
I mean,
Simple as that.
yeah, should have gone
It
mad.
made me happy. It's the only thing that's made me happy the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And you guys, of course, this past year.
Thanks, pal.
There you go.
Well, we're trying.
If I hadn't had my toys the last couple of years, I'd have had a lot more money.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jumpy.
I would have bought a brand new car.
Probably the Lamborghini.
I would have had a lot less fun too. So
Yeah, that's the thing. It's all about fun. You know, it's not.
Priceless.
You know,
Well, if I make
one
sure.
day I might just turn around and go, you know what? I'm going to open all of them. You never know. One day I might turn around and display more fun for you. So one day I might, you know, that's the thing. It's up to me what I do. Like it is with everybody else. You know, then my job is to admire what you lot have done with your collection, not be negative about it.
I've
Be negative about anybody's.
This year, listening to being on Paliboys, and it's just expanded my knowledge and stuff. And
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Exactly right. Exactly right.
How much does it cost to get something graded? Is it about £30? £30?
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't it around $20-$25 plus shipping back and forth?
Does that include the box that it comes in though as well? Like you fill it down, right?
Well,
Okay.
Pay the shipping there, the shipping back to you, and it's like $20 or $25, isn't it?
it depends because let's say take AFA for example. AFA is going to cost a little bit more because it's been around longer and has the reputation. So you'd pay a little bit more for the name.
Right.
I don't know about UKG. I've seen them, but I've never had one. CAS. Well, let's just take AFA. If you have a really high dollar item like a double telescoping Luke or a vinyl Cape Jawa, then that would fall under a certain price category where there's like gold, there's like gold, silver, and bronze. So the high dollar items go under the gold category, silver, and then bronze are lesser. And it costs a bit more for the gold, and we're talking like 85 and 90s, maybe in 95. Those are, I've never seen a 95 in person, so I don't even know if they make them. But we're talking 85 and 90s on a very high dollar item. We'll get a gold sticker. Silver would be, that 80 range. Bronze would be like in the 60 or below. And so if you just get one, it's like anything. If you send in 10 figures and you're a member of AFA, then it's going to be like maybe $15, $20 per figure, but you're paying a membership and you're also getting a lot done. But if you're not a member and you send in one thing for a high dollar amount, it's gonna be I think it's gonna be like around $50 or $60.
I got you. Okay.
So this is what I'm learning so far, and this is mostly from my buddy Paul, who gets a lot of things graded.
Yeah.
If you send in multiple figures, is it cheaper?
So that's what Josh and I plan to do. We plan to get a single membership between the two of us.
Yeah.
So both of us can use it, and or maybe it's just under one of our names, and since we live in the same town, no big deal. But then we'll send in everything that he wants to get graded and everything that I want to get graded, so that we'll get the best overall price. And maybe we'll just do it for a year and like a 1-year membership, and then just see how that goes. And then if we want to do it again, then we'll renew it. But that's our plan this year. So
awesome. Awesome.
And I do prefer that to when they first started out. Well, I don't know if AFA did it when they first started out, but I know the comic book one, when they first started out, they would do it a percentage of the value they graded it at. So because I was sitting there getting my Hulk 181 signed by Stan Lee and Len Wein. Len Wein is the one who created Wolverine. Mm-hmm. And the guy from the comic book grading company was standing over my shoulder because word had gotten around the convention that someone had 181 and was getting Stan Lee and Len Wein to sign it. And he found me. And after the signatures, he's like, I just witnessed those signatures, so I can grade this for you. And he was doing a rough estimate of looking. I go, how much does it cost? And when he looked at the book, he's like, this will probably cost you around $300 to grade because my rough estimate is it'll be around a $3,000 book graded.
Yeah.
So he was charging basically 10% of whatever the value was. And I went, no way. I didn't even pay that much for this book. You know what I mean? So I traded stuff for it, and the trade value was around $150. So I was like, I'm not going to spend another $300 on something that I only basically paid $100, $150 for, you know? And I was glad a couple years later to hear that they went to these flat rate pricing because those percentages were just terrible.
Well, I do know.
What if you get a book that's worth $1 million and they're going to charge 10% to grade it?
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
It's like an auction fee or it's like anything. But what I do know that right now, because of the pandemic, they are swamped with. Yeah. I mean, like
I could imagine
the cards, comics, figures, everything takes a lot longer right now because people are just sitting around. Well, I might as well go get this graded, you know, and they're just sitting around looking at their stuff and so I do know that if this is not like you'll get your stuff back eventually, but it's going to be a few weeks.
It's going to be a while,
In like 10, 15 years time, we're going to be still collecting, hopefully, but we're going to have much as that same knowledge that the graders have got. We're going to know. Well, we know anyway what's good.
Well, what I want to know is I've said this before. I want to know how to grade a figure because I know how to grade a comic. I know how to go from one corner, blah, 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 around, flip it over, do the same thing, look through the pages, and every little thing you find, you take off a mark. But what I want to know is, do you do the same thing for an action figure? Like, do you start at its head, go around it, go around the shoulders, the arms, the feet? Like what? Yeah. What takes off a point whenever you're grading a figure, and how do they do it? That's what I want to know. I'm fully versed in grading comic books. I can grade them just like the professionals, but because I did it for years. I've ran 2 or 3 different comic stores in my life, and that's all we did was grade comics. But I don't know how to grade a toy. I just never learned that.
Keith.
And I believe Tim is right there in the chat where he said there's a huge backlog.
Yeah.
So my buddy Paul sent in 60 figures in August.
Wow.
And he is going to get the last of them back next week. So that what normally is about a 4 to 6 week turnaround is now like a 4-month, 5-month turnaround.
See, that's still quicker than I imagined. I always thought it would take me 6 months to get my stuff back. I just assumed that. I didn't realize they could do it that fast.
Yes, I'll be watching the highlights later. So,
God, Chris, where's he been?
Remember what? What's he a member of?
I can't remember what.
Prove it.
What big group you're in?
Oh, now the piece is broken.
You know what, Tess? I bet he's at home. Chris, massive beam on his face like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah, we've been bantering all day. Since morning, so.
Yeah, we should start his own grading company up. The Paliboys grading company.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, because John's telling me acrylic out. Yeah, we'll be all right.
Yeah, just send the blue snaggletooths to me.
I've got all the pieces cut. I've got the whole case cut. I just need the bonding agent to show up. It says it's coming next week. So Then we'll see how my first case
Where's
comes out that I've built on my own.
Where's that coming from? Usual Mike?
The bonding agent? Yeah. Usual Mike's.
Hey, where is usual Mike? I thought you'd come in and say hello.
Oh no, it was up there. He got a telling off.
I saw it. I saw the end. When he was talking away, he looked up and he went, "That lad's got to go." That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
His wife come in and say, "Get out!"
Oh, classic.
The kids
We're
gotta
all
get
married to the same person. I think all of us are. Do you know what I mean?
I think we are. Yeah, like, it gets told off.
Yeah. Bless him.
God help us when he starts doing his videos.
Yeah. Hey, Gary.
Yeah, Tim's doing a live stream tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Live stream, so tune into that. Is it 10 o'clock, Tim?
So that's what, 5 o'clock my time.
Is this the
2
first of
o'clock
the
Andy's
vintage
time.
collection pod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who's his first guest? Who's the first one?
Debbie
Bumper
McGee.
skull.
Right, we don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah, it's Banff.
Bumper skull.
Yeah, I think it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bumper skull.
cool,
Right.
cool.
Right, okay, great. Yeah, we'll be watching.
That's a good
Yeah.
time. 10 o'clock tomorrow night.
So Andy's on Monday, and we got Tim tomorrow. Oh, it's the weekend.
He got sent to him. Oh dear, he did.
Too bad.
So that's why he's not up.
I can imagine, yeah, jumpy.
Yeah, I've got my comics that are actually in frames on the wall.
I'm just up there.
Yeah.
But I haven't got. You want to see our size graphic novel? Well, he's been an artist for years. His graphic novel collection is
brilliant
amazing. I bet John's is.
Not seen a lot of his art lately.
No, he hasn't put a lot up. I think he's working too much. Yeah.
Still, that's
I'm
later.
still waiting to see my finished Batman page.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen it. I've seen it.
I've seen the black and white. I have the black and white, but I haven't seen it since he colored it.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Chris from Bell Skull.
That's cool.
But I mean, seriously, in all seriousness, I don't complain because I know he's got a lot to do. He's an artist. Artists love to move from project to project. They don't stick on one thing at a time. So I'm just like, whenever it's done, it's done. I don't care. You know,
He'll be done for you.
Yeah, not to worry.
Are you a good artist then, Shabby? As in,
Not
I mean,
really.
you are. As in drawing. Have you
I
got
used
that?
to be, but I've stopped drawing, but I'm good with my hands. I'm good with wood and so forth. It's funny that because I just saw Gianni before, and I'm not making a box anymore. I'm going to make a Star Wars pew for mine. You know, like you set a book on a big pew. I'm going to make one of those. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to engrave it in all Star Wars stuff and bring it all up and then do it that way.
We're all getting one of them, yeah.
I'll see how this one. So I've always been good with my hands like that, you know, with my work. And as you know, I was in the suit trade for years. Now I do this, so I've always been good with my hands. That's Jeff.
How do you engrave? What do you use to engrave with?
I use some chisels. I'll use some heat guns. You know what I mean, like the hot stuff.
Yeah,
Depends on what. So I'm thinking of doing one round, and I might just do it. I was going to chisel it all out at the top and then build it thicker, but we'll just see. I'll make some ideas this week.
You need the dimensions of the book, really, don't you? First,
yeah. So I'm going to wait for but I can't wait to do it. But I might buy. What I might do is buy an actual book one, an old, because where we live, there's hundreds of churches around here. Do you see what I mean? So I think I'll find one and then just go around it from there instead of building it. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right, Seymour. That's right.
that's what she said.
I've always liked doing that. Haven't you, lot boys, making your own stuff and creating?
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I've always loved it.
I at least
Shabby,
like
did
to
you-
try. I
Shabby,
like to make the
did you
attempt.
see what Josh made me? I posted it this
Beautiful.
morning.
That box. Beautiful. Yeah,
Very
he's
cool.
a lovely bloke.
Very
Yeah, he's very cool. Yeah,
He's
I
got
love
a-
anything like that. So
He's got a laser cutter that's pretty awesome, but he knows how to use it too. So
yeah,
Got a laser and how to use it.
Certainly does. That box.
I made a stormtrooper dresser about 2 years ago. Did you see all the wood engraving I did on? I did all the helmets on top, all burnt wood. I'll send it you after this. I'll send you the picture. It was a big black and white dresser, but I completely sanded the top, completely stained the top, and put the evolution of the stormtrooper helmets
I
all
saw that one.
engraved.
Yeah, I
in it.
remember that
I'll
one.
send it you after this.
Look at that.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
That's a lot of deep engraving and in lasering, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It engraves and it cuts, so it can do a lot of depth to it. So
yeah, lovely.
That's cool.
It's a lovely box, though, isn't it? It's really nice. How big is that? You can't tell how big it actually is. How big's that box? Shoebox size? Or?
It's big enough to hold a couple of figures.
Cool.
So I'd probably say it's like 4 inch by 4 inch, 5 inch by 5 inch.
Is it big enough to keep a DT Saber Loken?
I suppose if you wanted to keep such things hidden.
Yeah.
We'll find out Monday, Mark. We'll find out Monday.
Yeah. Yeah. It won't be back on.
You'll be surprised, Mark. You'll be surprised.
I like surprises.
I will, Tim. Yeah. Yeah. Any more clues, Andy? Yeah.
Nope. No clues.
Jawa related.
No clues. But I will say,
Matt.
Chocolate Chip Wookie has hooked me up with some very cool things as my dealer.
Take me to your dealer.
Yeah. Even a dealer needs a dealer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fantastic work. Ready for the Jedi?
Yeah, but it'll sear them. It'll make them real hot.
Right then. Shall we look at everybody's channels?
Is it time to go? No.
It's been lovely. It's been nice.
I'm going to show this before we go. I'm sure most people have seen it, but I just think it's so hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's funny.
Yes. Is it George Lucas?
Random something they call pyro processing. The interesting thing is they call it pyro processing, but it's a molten salt process. They're dissolving this thing in a.
What is he doing?
He just popped in there with his face like, "Hey, it's me."
Is it not the guy from the Collider videos though?
Molten salt.
I bet he thought that was hilarious.
Molten salt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He totally like pops in there. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. I just don't know here. Gotta get some. Here we go. Just
That's the most he's laughed in 30 years.
Yeah. That's like the cameo in Beverly Hills Cop 3. Have you seen him in that? He's in Beverly Hills Cop 3.
He was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was. Yeah. You're right, Tez. Bloody hell. Yeah.
I'll have to go watch that again.
It's a terrible movie, but that makes it better slightly.
Well, I really want to go watch. I was going to watch The Phantom Menace because of getting Jar Jar. I got the figure, and I'm like, no, I want to go watch Phantom Menace. Between that, between getting the figure and seeing Mark's video today, I watched his Scale Electric video, and I saw that it's working. It's working.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love Phantom Menace.
Gotta go watch Phantom Menace now. It's like
I saw that. Yeah.
I don't care about your midi-chlorians. I love it.
No, that one defect. That was Joyce Logan.
Wasn't there motorcycles in the movie Cobra?
Yeah.
Stallone Cobra.
Yeah. You're the disease, and I'm the cure.
Hey, that's George Lucas' dress. That's the way he dresses.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Jeans.
Yeah.
Jeans, flannel shirt, and tennis shoes.
Yeah.
And he owns a plane. And his wife owns a plane.
Do they have horses? Or they like
That
William Shatner and have a horse ranch?
Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah.
Right then. So,
is it an actual ranch? Well, guys, hey, thanks again for the tea and the sauce.
No, that's cool.
Anytime, buddy.
Don't get it mixed up. Don't get it mixed up.
My light only turned off 5 times today.
Don't get mixed up.
Seven.
Andy. Okay, 7 times.
Somebody's counted.
So I've got 718 now, which is pretty good. Got a few too.
47 watching as well.
Matt at usual Universal Collectors 468.
Nice one, Matt. Nearly 500.
Matt Shabby Geek is 274.
Doesn't that say 469?
What?
What?
I've got up a few. Wait a minute.
263 for Tez.
Brilliant, Tez. Brilliant.
Thanks, guys.
John's over 2,000. So.
But did you see that? Look at that. Did you notice that? So on Tuesday, it was at 2,000 even. Now it's at 2,020. We went up 20 subscribers in like 4 days.
4 days.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
what we're saying. That's what Mark and I are talking about. It snowballs. It just goes
snowballs.
exponential after a point. You know.
What about Andy's channel?
I'm trying.
Andy's going to say.
Well, our channel is a bunch of us, so it's hard. I mean, I don't know how many of them follow because of us, but probably probably most of them. But
yeah, most of them, sure.
I was going to do a
250.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we got a few.
There you go.
The
video Shabby was on is at like 46,000 views.
Wow,
Nice.
46,000. That's
Is
amazing.
it? Wow.
And they're on at 2 o'clock in the morning, my time.
Yeah, Josh will be on that one tonight. You can call in and ask him a question, Mark.
Yeah. If I'm still awake, which is, I could be.
Yeah, that's the only problem in it. The West Coast is the time in it for you lads.
Yeah.
Because there's loads of times. It's like when he was opening that Falcon last week. I would have loved you lads to be in there, in the chat watching.
Yeah, I always watch
that. Yeah, you do. I know you do.
Yeah.
I think that's 9 o'clock. I think that's 9 o'clock for me. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, I think it's 9 o'clock.
Quite a nice group in there. Framey's dead nice. Gilster's always in there. Matthew. You got some lovely people in there. Nick's really.
I hate missing it. I literally hate missing it.
It's a nice chat in the Hollow Chronicles. You know,
It's really hard for me to even stay up till 9 o'clock. It really is.
Especially
I'm like a super old guy these days, where it's like 7:30. I'm like falling asleep on the couch.
Especially last week with that Millennium Falcon. I wanted to. Oh, put it there.
That's what I mean. I like the Honor Chronicles podcast. It's a great live stream.
I like it when you have a go at me, Shabby. It's like 4 a.m, and you go, Ted, you're still awake. I'm like, yeah. It's happening at work. I'm like, yeah, I'm still awake at 4 a.m, getting live streaming while I can.
And works.
Well, we'll try to move out. We'll try to move out to the East Coast so you guys can watch us.
Yeah. No, I just have to stay up late one time. I just have to keep myself awake.
Remember, there's two Washingtons. Well, one's got a DC after it.
That's true.
That's true.
Just shut it up.
When I start dozing off at 7:30 on the couch, I need to get up and start running around the room, go outside, go for a jog, get my adrenaline running, come back in at 9 and start watching you guys. That's what I need to do.
Right then.
Have some tea.
Yep.
See you all Tuesday.
See you later,
guys.
everyone.
See you in chat on Tuesday.